Good afternoon, fans, and welcome to Maritime Athletic Profiles on YouTube for live coverage of the Maritime Women's Basketball Association, Day 2 of the 2024 MWBA season, and we have the home opener for the Halifax Hornets as they host the Lake City 56ers this afternoon, live from the campus of Mount St. Vincent University in Bedford, Nova Scotia. How you doing, folks? My name's Alan April. No, Tyler, sorry. It's good like that. It's just a tripping hazard. Apologies. We're just trying to get our setup situated here. But yeah, it's an exciting day. An exciting Season 3 of the MWBA is underway, and there was a tremendous game yesterday as the defending champion Halifax Thunder defeated the Lake City 56ers 72-70 in the 56ers home opener at Cole Harbour High School. Today we have the Hornets coming in off a 4-6 regular season last year and a third-place finish. In 2022, they were the Legacy Cup champs, upsetting the Thunder in the MWBA final. And as always, a lot of tremendous talent on both these teams. If you're an Atlantic Canadian basketball fan, whether it's high school, CCAA, or U Sports, you'll be familiar with many of the names, even some NCAA representation here. We're getting underway just momentarily here as we'll have PA announcer Luke bring you the player introductions right now.
Halifax Hornets home opener. The Halifax Hornets would like to welcome the Lake City 56ers. Project, Red Dress
All right, there you have it, the player introductions, and we are underway. Elizabeth Ishiemi, fresh off 13 points yesterday, gets the 56ers going off the opening tip. Ishiemi, the U Sports second-team All-Canadian this past season with the Acadia Axewomen, averaging over 22 points per game, ranking second in all of U Sports in scoring. And she's expected to be a standout this year for the 56ers, who are in blue, the Hornets in white. This is Eva Widmeyer working on the right wing. Hannah Brown, nice post-to-post passing for the veteran Jasmine Parent, but she is unable to get that one to go. And here come the 56ers the other way. It's Courtney Donaldson, the sharpshooting guard at a St. Mary's University. Right on cue, Donaldson splashes a three, and it's an early 5-0 lead for the 56ers, rolling off the momentum of yesterday's game as Widmeyer's three off the top of the backboard and out of bounds. So a quick start here for the 56ers. Back-to-back successful trips, and they've got an early 5-0 lead in the opening moments of this game. Now Ishiemi dishes it down low to Andrea Wright. Wright, cross court for Leah Martin. Lillian Fuller, great ball movement here by the 56ers. And Courtney Donaldson knocks down the baseline jumper. That's 5 early points for employee number 0. And a quick 7-0 lead for the 56ers. Jasmine Parent on the post touch. Parent, the all-time Hornets leading scorer, 8th all-time in MWBA career scoring. But there's a steal by Leah Martin and a quick lay-in by Lizzie Ishiemi. And Coach Augie Jones of the Hornets has seen enough. He's going to call a timeout. What a start for the 56ers. A quick 9-0 lead. And let's see, we've got some replays here. So here's some of that great ball movement by the 56ers, resulting in the pull-up baseline jumper from Courtney Donaldson. She led the way with 17 points yesterday for the 56ers. And already 5 in the opening minute of this one. The MWBA would like to thank founding partner Royale. Royale is a proud supporter of the MWBA and proudly Atlantic Canadian. And Atlantic Lottery's Pro Line is thrilled to partner with the Maritime Women's Basketball Association for what is sure to be an incredible season. Atlantic Lottery's Pro Line Stadium is the only 100% legal sports betting destination in Atlantic Canada, and they are very proud to support this incredible league and its athletes right here at home. So let's discuss here the Halifax Hornets. New coach this year in Augie Jones. He was the St. FX X-Women head coach from 2012 to 2018. He himself was a standout player for the St. FX X-Men in the early 90s. And Jones this year has a roster including 6 returning players: Tony Bianchini, Eva Widmeyer, Alicia McNeil, Jasmine Parent, Sarah Gordon, and Hannah Brown, along with 3 other players with MWBA experience. Foul there on Courtney Donaldson, and Bianchini and Hannah Brown, the former Cape Breton Capers teammates, not on the same page with that post entry. 56ers looking to add on to their lead. Lillian Fuller. Now Martin. Cross-court pass intended for Donaldson. Deflected out of bounds by Jasmine Parent. And it will remain 56ers ball with 17 on the shot clock. Fuller to trigger the sideline inbounds. Gets it in for Donaldson. She's defended by Widmeyer. Looks like the Hornets are in a 2-3 zone to start this game. Another deflection, and it'll be 11 on the shot clock here. Baseline inbound in for Martin. Now Andrea Wright. Donaldson catches in the corner. Shot clock is down to 5. Ishiemi. Martin, baseline jumper, too strong. Hannah Brown with the rebound and the quick outlet for Eva Widmeyer. Widmeyer. Defended by Fuller. Post entry for Parent, knocked away by Wright, and here comes Ishiemi. Ishiemi, an absolute terror in the open court. Misses, but Leah Martin is there for the follow. And it is all 56ers in the early going. They lead 11-0. 56ers again, fresh off their home opener yesterday a tough 72-70 loss to the perennial powerhouse Halifax Thunder. Second chance opportunity here as Jasmine Parent secures the rebound. Alicia McNeil blocked on the drive by Fuller. And here come the 56ers once again. It's Ishiemi. The three-time AUS All-Star with the Acadia Axwomen delivers a dish down low for Andrea Wright. She can't get the lefty lay-in to drop. Outlet, and that pass deflected into the hands of Coach Augie Jones on the Hornets bench. Get our first substitutions here for the 56ers. Number 21, Courtney Kane Norden, and number 6, Emma Cameron check in. For the Hornets, Nalini Maharaj replaces Jasmine Parent. Now Hannah Brown working, left-handed hook shot, no good. One and done as the rebound is secured by Martin, and here comes Ishiemi, and she is fouled. Give us a baseline inbounds here for the 56ers. Second team foul against the Hornets, first personal for Maharaj. As you get another look there at the defensive effort by Fuller. And an easy two for Courtney Donaldson. That's a quick 6 for the AUS second team All-Star this past season with the St. Mary's Huskies. Another steal, nothing going the Hornets' way in the early going. Somehow that pass gets through for Martin. Cameron, 3-ball, no, but a second chance secured by Kane Norden. Ishiemi will drive baseline, floats it up, doesn't get the roll, and it will be Hornets ball heading the other way. Halifax still looking for their first points of the 2024 regular season. This is season 3 of the Maritime Women's Basketball Association, and it continues to offer an incredible level of competition for these athletes. And Courtney Donaldson already has 9 points to lead all scorers. Donaldson doing a little bit of everything in this first quarter. Tony Bianchini kicks to the corner. Alicia McNeil, 3 is off. Emma Cameron with the rebound, and she is fouled by Bianchini. And that's 3 team fouls against the Hornets. And we're going to get another timeout here by the Hornets. So I believe they only get 2 first half timeouts, and they've used them both in the first 5 minutes of regulation. As Coach Augie Jones staring in the face of a 15-0 deficit. As a National Health Solutions partner, MWBA supports initiatives that improve the well-being of Canadians. That's our mission, and that's why we're proud to be a founding partner of the MWBA. Best of luck this season. We're cheering for your success both on and off the court. So a tremendous start to this game for the 56ers, who it's a new start for their organization. They relocated from Windsor, Nova Scotia this past year. So we take a look here at some replays. The 56ers turning defense into offense. Here, a nice play off the inbound results in a wide open lay-in for Donaldson. And speaking of Donaldson wide open lay-ins, here she is in transition. Courtney Donaldson with 9 points in the first 4 minutes and 12 seconds to lead all scorers. And the 56ers have a commanding 15-zip lead early on in this one. As mentioned, the 56ers rebrand, relocate, restaff, moving from Windsor, Nova Scotia, where they finished 0-10 last year. But in 2022, they finished 3rd in the league with a 4-6 record as the Windsor Edge. Only one returning edge player on the 56ers roster. That is Tyler Malloy, who is not active for today's game. Didn't play yesterday either. Also missing this weekend for the edge is Maya Cameron, the twin sister of Emma Cameron. And as Nalini Maharaj heads to the free throw line, while we're at it, the Hornets are missing one player, Caitlin Power, the 6'2" forward out of St. Mary's University, a back-to-back AUS champion with the Huskies. fresh off a beach in the Dominican Republic, will not play today, but will be back in action next weekend. As Nalini Maharaj hits the free throw to break the drought. Maharaj, a 5'9" guard out of East Bay, Nova Scotia. Played last season with the Mount St. Vincent Mystics, where she averaged over 15 points per game and was an ACAA first-team All-Star. Maharaj splits the free throws, but some good hustle from the Hornets results in a second chance opportunity and a sideline inbound. And they get it in for Tony Bianchini. Bianchini, guard returning to the Hornets, averaged 6.5 points last season. And working the pick and roll with her former Cape Breton University teammate Hannah Brown will result in 2 free throws. As the Hornets look to claw their way back with back-to-back trips to the free throw line. Hannah Brown, 6'1" forward out of North Sydney, Nova Scotia and Memorial High School. Led the Hornets last year in scoring with better than 13.5 points per game, which was good for 8th in the MWBA. Brown was a first-team All-Canadian in 2019 with the Capers when she averaged 26.5 points and 12.5 rebounds per game. Very decorated athlete during her Cape Breton University career. As Lillian Fuller's fadeaway is no good. 1 and done for the 56ers, and here comes Eva Widmeyer pushing the pace for the Hornets. 3 ball by Brown. Off back rim, rebounded by Emma Cameron. Lost possession, stolen away by Maharaj. Maharaj looking to drive left, knifes into the lane, flips it up, no. Rebounded by Courtney Kane Norton. Here's Lauren Armstrong just checked in for the 56ers. Armstrong, a product of Holland College, where she was a first-team ACAA All-Star this past season with the Hurricanes. That pass intended for Sam Martin, stolen away. Maharaj on the fast break, no. But Amanda Piercy is there to follow up for 2. Piercy, another Mount St. Vincent Mystic, playing on her home court here. As that is Sam Martin, turnaround jumper way off. And the Hornets on a 5-0 run, looking to continue to cut into this 10-point deficit. Here's Piercy working the pick and roll. Kicks for Widmeyer. 3 ball is off. Cameron lost the rebound, now gathers it, but it is tied up. And that will be Hornets ball on the baseline with 3:50 remaining in the first quarter. As Abby Mercer and Lizzie Ishiemi check in for the 56ers. Jasmine Parent and Aaliyah Frazier check in for the Hornets. Inbounded for Parent. Working on the block against Mercer. Now Piercy working the pick and roll with Parent to perfection, but Parent can't finish. Rebounded by Emma Cameron. Outlet for Armstrong, back for Cameron in the backcourt. 3:30 remaining in this first quarter. Cameron, defended by Vanessa Vaughn. Ishiemi with good post position, doesn't get it to go, but unable to gather her second chance. Frazier, long outlet for Piercy, saves it to Maharaj, and blocked by Armstrong. Lauren Armstrong averages a block per game for the Holland College Hurricanes. Now Armstrong, 3 ball, just rims out. Good box out by Parent. Fast-paced action end-to-end here, as Amanda Piercy is going to slow it down and call a play. Post entry for Parent, working on Mercer. Mercer got a piece of that one. Rebounded by Fuller, yeah, that is Fuller. Now kicked out for Armstrong. Drop cross, draws the double. Back for Fuller. 3 ball is up, rims out. Second chance by Mercer, no. Well, after that quick start, the 56ers put up 15 points in just 4 minutes of action. The last 2 minutes they've been held scoreless, or I guess the last 3 minutes. As Hornets veteran Sarah Gordon checks in for her first action of the day. McNeil to Frazier, 3-ball, rims out. Rebounded by Mercer. And here comes Armstrong. Double team comes. Might have been back over. Ishiemi now. Looking to break down. McNeil on the drive, misses. Long outlet for the Hornets. Pull-up jumper for Piercy is off. Neither team shooting particularly well in this first quarter. Seeing lots of opportunities on both ends as the pace of play opens up. Baseline inbounds here for Amanda Piercy and the Hornets. They get it in for Parrott. Deep post position, turnaround, puts it in. Jasmine Parent, the former Acadia Axwoman and St. Mary's Husky. Parent played 72 games in the AUS, averaging better than 6 points and 4 rebounds per game. Now she's going to be called for the personal foul, and that will send Ishiemi to the line to shoot 2. No, it's actually going to be a baseline inbound as Leah Martin and Courtney Donaldson check back in. We'll get a baseline inbound here for the 56ers as Donaldson gets it in for Ishiemi. Shot clock is down to 10. Donaldson off the pin down, too strong on the 3. Donaldson, the lead scorer here with 9 points, but way off on that one. All 9 of those points happened in the first 4 minutes of action. Amanda Piercy. Running point. The guard out of Torbay, Newfoundland. Nicely done in the pick and roll to find Parent. And Parent puts it up and in, counted and one. Let's see if we can get another look at that one. Check out how Piercy works the pick and roll. Beautiful pocket pass, one hand. Parent bobbled it, but gets it back and puts it in through the contact. And Jasmine Parent is such a good screener, really good at kind of measuring the roll. The pace of the pick and roll is something that a lot of young players don't understand, and I think Amanda Piercy and Jasmine Parent are putting on a clinic here in the first quarter in pick and roll play. And a 10-0 run for the Hornets have cut the 56ers lead to 5. Donaldson, good footwork. Now Ishiemi, top of the key, drives. And that's going to be a foul, and that will put Lizzie Ishiemi on the line to shoot a pair. Foul against Alicia McNeil, her first personal 4th team foul. Elizabeth Ishiemi, 6-foot wing out of Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. Played her high school basketball in the States at St. Paul's Academy. In 4 seasons with the Acadia Axwomen, Ishiemi averaged better than 16 points and 9 rebounds per game. Was 3-time AUS All-Star. And helped lead the team to the AUS Championship in 2022. This past season was the best of Ishiemi's career with the Axwomen, averaging better than 22 points and 11 rebounds per game, and was named a U Sports 2nd team All-Canadian. Sarah Gordon with the sideline inbound. Now Parent, working from the free throw line extended. Brings the screen for McNeil. Parent gets it back, double comes, flips it up, no. Sarah Gordon attacking the offensive glass. Kendra McKinnon for 3. Missed that one, but you do not want to leave Kendra McKinnon open. She is a prolific 3-point shooter. Nice drive and dish there by Ishiemi. Armstrong to Fuller at the top of the key. She'll drive right. Tough take, unable to get it to drop. Parent with the outlet for McKinnon. Great pass for McNeil. And a 12-2 run, 5 seconds remaining. Donaldson is going to put up the 3, blocked by McKinnon. Donaldson felt some contact, but an exciting first quarter. It was all 56ers in the opening 4 minutes as they opened up a quick 15-0 lead. But the Hornets able to come roaring back, finishing the quarter on a 12-2 run to cut the deficit to 5 heading into the locker room. We'll take another look here at some highlights of that first quarter. And Jasmine Parent, I'm going to get the stat sheet here momentarily. Parent looks like she is the lead scorer with 5 points for the Hornets. Meanwhile, Courtney Donaldson leading the way with 9 points for the 56ers. As Alicia McNeil hits the fast break lay-in, and we'd like to thank the founding partners of the MWBA, Royale and Medivy. I got some ads to read. The MWBA would like to thank founding partner Royale. Royale is a proud supporter of the MWBA and proudly Atlantic Canadian. And Cushman and Wakefield Atlantic, Atlantic Canada's leader in commercial real estate, as well as Atlantic Proline Stadium, the only 100% legal sports betting destination in Atlantic Canada, proud to support this incredible league and its athletes right here at home. And to the Hornets team partners, Stuart McKelvey, Doucette Developments, Black & McDonald, Coffee Financial Services, Nurse Next Door, Mount St. Vincent Athletics and Recreation, and Acel Physiotherapy. All right, paid the bills. Now it's time to get back to what you all tuned in for. Some exciting MWBA action, Season 3 of this fantastic league, and it keeps getting better and better. The league added a 7th team this season, the Miramichi Hurricanes. Actually, I have some updates on yesterday's game. I'll talk about Port City and Miramichi right now. Port City won that 76-59, led by 16 points from Courtney Thompson, the former Dal Tiger standout. Reigning MVP Kaylee Kilpatrick added 12. The Miramichi Hurricanes were led by UPI Panthers all-star Lauren Rainford with 17. Back to action now, second quarter. The Lake City 56ers in blue lead the Halifax Hornets in white 17-12. Leah Martin misses the 18-footer, rebounded by Lizzie Ishiemi. Ishiemi gets it back, 3-ball, no. A third chance as Andrea Wright secures the rebound. Fuller puts up a triple, no. 56ers back to their starting 5. Sarah Gordon caught at half court, tough spot to stop, and ran into trouble, nearly had that stolen away by Lillian Fuller. It will remain Hornets ball on the sideline inbound with 16 on the shot clock. So actually, Gordon might have saved herself a violation, a 8-second violation by passing that ball when she did. We get a foul there against Lizzie Ishiemi. Pat Havard can't believe it. I think she was holding on Sarah Gordon as Gordon went to set that cross screen. McNeil dishes to the corner for Bianchini. Bianchini drives baseline, a little hammer action for McKinnon. McNeil, nearly blown up by Ishiemi. Gordon has it, shot clock's down to 3. I think that pass was deflected, but it is going to be a 56ers ball heading the other way. 9:09 remaining in the second quarter. Fuller, the UMB Red, just finished her first season under Coach Aaron McLeenan and the Reds. Ishiemi misses the jumper. The 56ers have gone cold after a torrid start from the field, opening up a 15-0 lead in the opening 4 minutes. They've scored just 2 points since. As Bianchini drives, blocked by Donaldson, right with the rebound. And here come the 56ers pushing it the other way. Donaldson. Kicks it out for Wright. Ishiemi lines up the straightaway 3, rims out. Well, if Ishiemi is able to knock down threes, watch out. That really unlocks her drive and makes her just unstoppable to guard, as it did throughout her AUS career. But there's a 3-ball for Alicia McNeil. And just like that, the Hornets have cut it to a 2-point 56ers lead. As going to get another look at this one momentarily. Here it is. The outlet. Nice pass Oh, that was actually McKinnon finding McNeil. Here's Bianchini around the screen, drawing the defense, blocked by Donaldson. And then this last play, good ball movement, extra pass, Alicia McNeil, catch and shoot three. Alicia McNeil played last season as well with the Hornets, averaging 7.6 points per game. Former Mount St. Vincent Mystic played this last season with the St. FX women, where she averaged just under 2 points per game in 8 appearances. With the Mystics, she played 4 years from 2018 to 2023, was a 2-time ACAA second team All-Star and 2-time winner of the Derek McDermott Memorial Award for leadership at Mount St. Vincent University. And the Mount St. Vincent ties continue to be well established with this Hornets franchise. Let's see here. You've got Alicia McNeil, Nalini Maharaj, Kate Gallant, and Amanda Piercy, 4 former Mystics on the team, which also has several members of the Mystics women's basketball coaching staff, including General Manager Mark Ford, General Manager of the Hornets, head coach of the Mystics in the ACAA. Pretty sure the Mystics won another ACAA championship this year. I'll check it out. I'll do some research. Perennial powerhouses of the ACAA under Mark Ford. A little back and with the coaches, an official John, I believe it was McKinnon. John Fitzgerald, actually. Now Donaldson drives baseline, tough. Unable to finish through the contact, but she'll head to the line to shoot 2. Foul will go against Bianchini, her second personal. Courtney Donaldson, this past season with the St. Mary's Huskies, was 8th in the AUS in scoring at just under 16 points per game. Named a second-team AUS All-Star. The 5'8" guard out of Kelowna, British Columbia, who previously played with the University of Calgary Dinos. Makes 1 of 2 free throws. She's got 10 points and restores the 3-point lead for the 56ers. That ball deflected out of bounds. It'll be a baseline inbounds here for the Hornets with 13 on the shot clock. They get in for Gordon at the top of the key. Now Widmeyer. He's going to drive on right. Widmeyer blocked by right. No, Brian States called a foul. I don't know if we can get another look at that one. Here we go. Widmeyer does well to keep right on her hip and create some distance, and yeah, little on the body. The block was clean. That's a ticky-tack call for Manny States, but you know, home court. We'll call it home court here in front of the Mystics bench. Augie Jones has been working the refs, and sometimes you got to do that as a coach. As Eva Widmeyer splits a pair from the line. Rebounded by Martin. What a pass there. Donaldson to Fuller. The 56ers, a very dangerous team in transition, as we saw yesterday. And Donaldson facilitating on the break, pushes the lead up to 4. 7:10 remaining in the second quarter. Tough finish there by Sarah Gordon. The Halifax firefighter able to float that one in and over the defender. Donaldson gets it back on the left wing. 3 ball. No, Martin. Second chance. Top of the key for Donaldson. She'll settle it down, call for the ball screen. Wright sets the screen. Skip for Ishiemi. Deep 3. No. Tell you, the Hornets need to do a better job on the glass. Nearly a third chance there. But what a pass. Widmeyer finds Maharaj. And we're all tied up at 20. Exciting basketball here. Both teams pushing in transition. Fast pace. Lots of highlights and excitement out of this first half. Donaldson working the 2-man game with Martin. Now Ishiemi on the drive. Fouled by Brown. And that will put her on the free throw line to shoot a pair. as Emma Cameron and Courtney Kane Norton check back in, along with Amanda Piercy and Jasmine Parent, who showed great chemistry in the pick and roll in that first half. Kane Norton on the free throw line to shoot two. Sorry, it's Ishiemi on the free throw line. Misses the first. Ishiemi, a 64% free throw shooter this past season with the Axewomen, 66% over her 4-year career at Acadia. Makes one of two and restores the 56ers lead. Steal in the backcourt from Donaldson. Look at Courtney Donaldson wrap around to the pull-up, no good. But it's going to remain the 56ers ball, and I don't have full stats, but I think the offensive rebounding, a big advantage for the 56ers. Leah Martin has helped Andrea Wright and Courtney Kane Norton also doing a great job down low. But the Hornets just unable to finish off plays on the defensive end. Kane Norton in her bag with the spin to the lefty hook. Tough finish there for the former St. Mary's Husky, as that was Piercy looking to answer with a three. Another one and done as Kane Norton secures the defensive board. Ishiemi behind the back. Pull up, no. Parent rebounds and outlets for Widmeyer. Maharaj running the floor. Widmeyer couldn't get it to her. Now Bianchini off the Iverson cut, defended by Donaldson. Dribble handoff for Piercy. Again around the Parent screen. Maharaj puts up a three. No, good box out by the 56ers. Their rebounding really is the difference in this first half. Ishiemi looking to break down Piercy. Gets to the left hand. Tough finish. Lizzie Ishiemi starting to heat up. I don't have her point total, but it's got to be around 10. And the 56ers lead is up to 5, 25-20, with 4:51 remaining in the first half. Foul on Sam Martin will lead to a baseline inbound here for the Hornets. They bring in Kendra McKinnon. McKinnon, catch and shoot. That was a 2, not a 3, but you see there the sharpshooter Kendra McKinnon, former St. Mary's Husky. Just this past season, Husky standout guard Alina McMillan broke McKinnon's all-time three-pointers in a season record for the Huskies. As Martin misses the jumper, rebounded by McNeil. McKinnon bobbles it, now controls. Piercy and Parent will bring the ball screen. Piercy will use it. Pull up, elbow jumper. No. Another one and done as Sam Martin secures the board. Emma Cameron now. One of two Cameron twins on this 56ers team. Her twin sister Maya not available to play this weekend. Donaldson, triple, count it. Courtney D for three, and she is loving this. Sticks out the tongue to the 56ers bench. Courtney, the hot hand in this first half. I believe she has 12 points. Pull up, McNeil, no. Second chance opportunity as Piercy gets the rebound. Count it, and one. Jasmine Parent again. Such a good finisher. We take another look here. It was Piercy's offensive rebound. The double comes, and Parent just shows good patience, gets the defender up in the air, and goes up strong, finishing through the contact for a chance at a three-point play. And Pat Havard's going to call a timeout here and talk things over. 28-24 our score with about 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Want to remind you, as always, we're live and interactive here on Maritime Athletic Profiles. I'll check out the chat here, but as always, you can reach out to me on Twitter at Alan April SMU. ALLAN APRIL SMU. Let me know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. See if there's any action in the YouTube live stream as we get a look here at some highlights. Great job by producer Dylan. There's the baseline jumper by Kendra McKinnon. Nothing but net for the former St. Mary's Huskies sharpshooter, Ishiemi. I'll tell you, having Ishiemi and Donaldson is such a dynamic for the Hornets. They're both really good, obviously. AUS All-Stars coming off their senior seasons. Both had tremendous years for two of the best teams in the country. But the way that they play creates a really interesting style where Donaldson's a player you got to worry about on the perimeter. She shoots threes. She breaks you down ISO. Ishiemi is just the best athlete in the league. She was the best athlete in the AUS. And, well, actually, her and Justine Collier right there, hand in hand, for the best athlete in the MWBA. But Ishiemi, just a terror in transition, good on the offensive glass, can score in a multitude of ways. So having Donaldson on the outside and Ishiemi on the inside, and both of them pushing in transition, will make this 56ers team very difficult to defend this year. And you add a bunch of role players and shooters around them, and you've got yourself a recipe for success if you're Pat Havard. McKinnon, triple, long. Parent blocked by Sam Martin on the second chance. Long outlet here for Emma Cameron. Cameron to Donaldson, top of the key, looking to break down the defender. Now Cameron, stripped by McKinnon. Hornets can tie it up with a 3-ball here. This is Vanessa Vaughn. Vaughn, out of the University of Southern Maine in the NCAA Division III. Definitely a reach there by Widmeyer, no call. Donaldson on the left wing. Triple out of the corner. Now McNeil. McKinnon, stop leaving her open. Missed that one off back rim. I don't know if Pat Havard's got the scouting report on Kendra McKinnon. Hasn't burned her too bad here. Nice take there by Courtney Kane Norton, faking her former Huskies teammate McKinnon into the air, but unable to get the floater to drop. Now Widmeyer, 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Widmeyer. Out for McKinnon, around the Widmeyer screen. Post touch for Parent, gets to the left hand. Jasmine Parent dominating down low for the Hornets. She's the lead scorer, and it's a 1-point ball game with 1:44 remaining in the first half. Donaldson around the Sam Martin screen. And we're going to get a foul away from the ball. Foul's going to go on Jasmine Parent. That's her first personal as we get a wave of substitutions in for both teams. Andrea Wright and Nicole Brown, as well as Leah Martin in for the 56ers. I believe Brown, Maharaj, and Frazier just checked in for the Hornets. Wright on the right wing. Gets it for Donaldson, working out of that corner. Donaldson creates some separation on the crossover, now feeds Martin in the post. Too strong, but another second chance opportunity as Andrea Wright secures the offensive rebound, and Wright is fouled. No, it's going to be a foul on Wright. Or is it? Who'd they call that foul on? Yeah. I think official Emily Lorette put up the wrong number. But Andrea Wright's going to be on the free throw line to shoot too. So yeah, the foul is against Alicia McNeil. A bit of confusion there. And that will put Andrea Wright on the free throw line to shoot too. Interviewed Andrea Wright at the end of yesterday's game, but as we discussed, she has perhaps the most interesting backstory in this league. First of all, she played last season with the Fredericton Freeze. She knocks down the free throw. She literally credits Google SEO. She was just searching for women's basketball leagues in Canada and found this league and moved up here to play in the summertime. Right. A native of Columbia, South Carolina, or originally from Columbia, South Carolina. Talk more about her momentarily as Donaldson loses it. And with 1:09 remaining, the Hornets with a chance to tie it up or take the lead with a score on this possession. As Sarah Gordon checks in for the Hornets. Widmeyer out there with McNeil, Gordon, Frazier, and Brown. Here is Widmeyer, defended by Ishiemi. Brown brings the screen, and that is a bad screen. They call Brown on leaning in on that one, and the offensive foul will be her second personal. So ball back to the 56ers with 59 seconds remaining in the first half. Ishiemi dishes to Wright. Now Martin, top of the key. Flips it up, no good, off back rim. Frazier pushing the ball the other way. Widmeyer, three ball, no good, off glass. But a second chance opportunity for Gordon. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Widmeyer kicks to Frazier, corner three, knocks it down. And for the first time all day, the Halifax Hornets have taken the lead, much to the delight of the crowd here at Mount St. Vincent. 11 seconds remaining. The 56ers can take the last shot of the half. Donaldson dancing with it. Now dishes for Wright. And she is fouled. And we'll head to the free throw line to shoot a pair with 1.3 seconds remaining. Take another look here at the handles from Courtney Donaldson. Snatch back cross, dishes to Wright. And yeah, maybe a landing space issue there for Aaliyah Frazier as Wright on the free throw line to shoot two. Makes the first, we're all tied up at 30. So Wright played basketball in the Ivy League at Penn, went on to play basketball and run track at Bucknell, also ran track at the University of New Mexico, served in the U.S. Navy, has a PhD in electrical engineering, a master's in computer engineering, plays the saxophone and played professionally in Portugal. So the 56ers lead 31-30 after the half. I'm going to really quickly grab a halftime interview here, and we'll be right back. You're watching live coverage of the MWBA on Maritime Athletic Profiles YouTube. We'll be right back. Welcome back to live coverage of the MWBA on Maritime Athletic Profiles. The Lake City 56ers lead 31-30 against the Halifax Hornets. Here now with Lake City 56ers forward Abby Mercer. Abby, tell me a little bit about that first half. Your team got off to a really hot start,
yeah, for sure.
but the Hornets were able to battle back.
Yeah.
What was the key in that first half?
I think executing everything that we've been going through in practice was a big thing for us. When we were doing it well was sort of how we got our lead, and then once we got away from it, we kind of dug ourselves in a bit of a hole. But we're slowly getting back to it, and I think as long as we stay sort of on target and on brand, then we'll be good for the second half.
I mean, the 56ers, if the first two games are any indication, you're going to be competitive and in a lot of close games this season. You know, your first weekend in this league, what are your initial impressions of the level of play?
It's a lot of fun. It's a very high level. Just coming in my first season at AUS, just as fast as playing in university, and some of the girls are even older, have even more experience. So it definitely takes a lot of sort of thinking and being wise with the basketball.
And I want to ask you about how you ended up in this league. So you just finished your first season at St. FX playing for the X-Women. Tell me a little bit about, your thought process heading into the off season and what made you join the MWBA and the 56ers specifically.
I knew I wanted to play this summer somewhere, and I wanted to play last summer, but I wasn't quite old enough. I was only 18 last summer. And one of the co-owners of this team, Mark French, he coached me a lot in high school, so I knew that he was running this club. And at first I was going to play for Windsor Edge, or I was going to try out. But once they moved to Lake City and to Dartmouth, I just decided to try out for this team instead.
Great.
Yeah.
And I want to ask about, some of your teammates. How is it playing with players like Lizzie Ishiemi and Courtney Donaldson, who you saw star in the AUS the last couple of years? And how do you think playing with them this summer can help you improve your game heading into your second season?
It's been so much fun. Playing against them so far this year was very tough. They are very good players. So I think continuing to play with them for the rest of this summer and this sort of summer season, I'm just hoping it's going to help improve myself and everyone else on my team, so that way the AUS just keeps getting better and better, and we'll be able to recruit better players, become overall a good league, and yeah.
Awesome. Last question for you, Abby. What's the key heading into this second half to hold on to this slim lead?
I think we need to make sure that our defense is on point. We can't be letting them get too many offensive rebounds or points off those pick and rolls that they kept getting. So I think our defense and our rebounding are going to be sort of the keys to the second half.
Perfect. Well, good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining me, Abby Mercer from the Lake City 56ers. We'll be right back on Maritime Athletic Profiles. Welcome back to live coverage of the Maritime Women's Basketball Association on Maritime Athletic Profiles. The Lake City 56ers lead the Halifax Hornets 31-30, joined now by Hornets forward Jasmine Parent. Jasmine, you had a tremendous first half.
Thank you.
Well, we'll talk about the flow of the game first.
Yes.
Your team spotted them an early 15-point lead in the first 4 minutes, but was able to crawl back, took a late lead, 1-point game at the half.
Yes.
Talk to me a little bit about turning that game around midway through the first quarter and how you were able to get back into it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we're a brand new group. Many of us have never played together, never even gotten an opportunity to practice together. So we're just feeling things out, feeling each other out. And we knew that we might start off a little bit jittery. That's bound to happen. But we stayed calm. We knew it was just the first quarter. We kept our composure, stayed positive, and were able to get back in it.
And you're one of the veterans of this league, here from day one. Actually, originally you were supposed to be part of the board of directors, but decided to play instead.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think with 12 first half points, the Hornets are happy to have you in a jersey.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about, your excitement heading into year three of the league, and how excited you were to get back on the court again this season.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I love this league. I talk about it publicly all the time, and so very excited to get back every season. It's nice to have, we've got some of our core group from first season, second season, but it's nice to have new people come on out and have a new team and mesh together. And, it's just such an amazing opportunity. I look forward to it every year, and just excited to be here always.
And then I know you yourself are a mother, and every time I think we talk, but we haven't talked yet this year, we talk about how important having a league like this is for young girls and basketball fans. You look in the crowd, lots of young girls wearing basketball jerseys. How do you reflect on that? Tell me a little bit about why this league is so important in the community.
Yeah, I mean, so important for myself and other women like me who are mothers or who are adults who have, moved away from the game but have an opportunity to come back, because it's a sport that we all love, and a lot of us weren't done or aren't finished playing but maybe didn't have an opportunity to keep playing. So important for us, but important for other young people, young girls, young boys, everybody, to see that, you might be a mom, you might be an adult, you might be done your university career, but there's still opportunities for you to continue doing what you love.
Great.
Yeah.
Back to basketball for a second. I want to ask one specific question about you, how you work in the pick and roll. I think that got you just about all your points here early.
Sure, yeah.
It's maybe a little bit of a lost art or an underappreciated art, the ability to set a good, solid legal screen, seal your defender, and get open on the roll.
Yep.
What do you credit that ability to for you?
Well, I'm 5'10". I'm an undersized post. I've played a 5 my whole life. I've had some really great point guards and amazing coaches that I've had an opportunity to play with over the years. Shout out to Lindsay Harris. She's been my point guard since I was, 12, 13 years old, and just been able to kind of master that art, and knowing that I'm undersized, and there's often folks who are much taller than I am, so I've got to use my strength to my advantage, and works well. So probably going to keep doing it.
Awesome. Final question.
Sure.
Down 1 point here. What do you got to do to pull out the win here for the Hornets? What's the key in the second half?
The key here is to honestly stay positive. Continue to talk to each other. Communication is key, especially when you're not completely familiar with each other as a team. And we're just going to stay together and stay positive and do what we've been doing.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Jasmine Parent, with a big first half.
Thank you.
And the Hornets and the 56ers will be back on the court in just minutes here on Maritime Athletic Profiles. Welcome back to live coverage of the Maritime Women's Basketball Association on Maritime Athletic Profiles YouTube. Shout out to the Maritime Athletic Profiles team bringing you all the action. Tremendous content here as we've got ourselves an exciting ball game. A defensive battle saw the Lake City 56ers take a 31-30 lead into halftime. early on, it was all 56ers as they opened up a quick 15-0 lead, led by some great points from great play from Courtney Donaldson and Lizzie Ishiemi. But the Hornets were able to cut into the lead with a big second quarter, and we've got ourselves a 1-point game at the half. Alan April here live. I do have some scoring updates to bring you before we get into the second half. I was actually wrong on that interview, and shout out to Jasmine Parent and Abby Mercer for halftime interviews. Jasmine Parent has 10 points to lead the Hornets, including a pair of and one layups. Aside from Parent, their lead scorer is Alicia McNeil with 5. Meanwhile, for the 56ers, Courtney Donaldson having another big game, scored 17 points yesterday, and today she has 13 in the first half. Lizzie Ishiemi chipping in 9 first half points of her own. So Ishiemi and Donaldson combined to score 22 of the 31 points in that first half for the 56ers. Back in action now. Looks like the 56ers starting in a zone defense. Eva Widmeyer puts up a 3 off back rim, batted around into the hands of Hannah Brown. Brown stripped by Donaldson, but we're going to get a foul on the end of that play as bodies hit the floor. The foul will go against Hannah Brown. And that's going to be her 3rd personal. She says to Coach Augie Jones that she's okay, but yeah, he's going to bring in Sarah Gordon. So 3 quick fouls for Hannah Brown, the returning leading scorer from last year's Hornets team. Brown averaged 13.5 points per game last season. But so far this game, just 2 points, and foul trouble now limiting her early in the third quarter. Leah Martin, top of the key, finds a cutting Courtney Donaldson, and she is held on the catch. Foul is going to go against Tony Bianchini of the Hornets, and that's her 3rd personal. So the Capers connection of Brown and Bianchini, each with 3 fouls just seconds into this third quarter. Corner 3 for Donaldson, rims out. Rebounded by Sarah Gordon, and here comes Bianchini pushing the pace for the Hornets. Martin switches on to her. That means Parent, well, it doesn't really have a mismatch. It's Lizzie Ishiemi, but it's stolen away by Andrea Wright. Fuller spinning, faking, taking and missing. Bianchini's going to push the pace the other way for the Hornets. Great pass. Oh my, Alicia McNeil racked that one up, producer Dylan. That was a tremendous run by McNeil. Looking like a soccer player on that run. I'll explain why when we see the replay. Donaldson now crossing over on her good friend Eva Widmeyer. Pass too strong for Wright. Shot clock is down to 1. Ishiemi to beat the buzzer, no. Rebounded by McNeil, nearly turned over, and it is as Leah Martin comes away with the steal. Now Donaldson, straightaway 3, rims out. Batted around, and McNeil comes away with the rebound. Fast pace once again to this one, as the Hornets holding on to a 1-point lead. McNeil. Gordon around the horn for Bianchini. She'll put up a 3. Just can't sneak over that front rim. Now Fuller running point for the 56ers. Drive and kick for Ishiemi. Takes a bump, floats it up and in. Tough finish there by Lizzie Ishiemi. And that restores the 1-point lead. Bianchini. Great defense there by Donaldson. Parent brings a screen, and Martin, a little slow moving her feet on the switch, picks up the personal. That's Martin's 2nd personal. As Courtney Kane Norton checks in for the 56ers. And Amanda Piercy checks in for the Hornets. Here is Piercy, the current guard with the Mystics, around the Parent screen. Kicks to Gordon in the corner, and Sarah Gordon, that's her shot. That 15-footer on the baseline, knocks that one down as we're trading leads now. Hornets with a 34-33 advantage. Widmeyer called on the blocking foul on the Ishiemi drive. That's Widmeyer's first, and that will bring up the baseline inbound here for the Hornets as Kendra McKinnon checks back in, replacing Parent. Donaldson. McKinnon steals the inbound. Gordon pushing in transition. McNeil again doing a great job of filling a lane in transition. Now good ball movement around the horn for the Hornets. Widmeyer, triple, no good. Donaldson with the rebound. Headmans for Fuller. Martin back for Donaldson, top of the key three, knocks it down. Courtney D for three, and the 56ers are back in front, 36-34. That's 15 points for Courtney Donaldson to lead all scorers as the AUS All-Star for the St. Mary's Huskies continuing her strong play after scoring 17 yesterday. McKinnon, that's what I'm talking about. She hits the deep three and restores the Hornets lead. Every point of this second half has flip-flopped the lead as Martin misses the jumper. Now Piercy, blocked by Ishiemi. It's going to remain Hornets ball off the deflection as Lauren Armstrong and Emma Cameron check back in for the 56ers, replacing Martin and Fuller. Baseline inbound here for the Hornets. They get it in for Widmeyer. Now Gordon over for McKinnon. Former St. Mary's Husky working on the left wing. Piercy, shot clock's down to 6, nothing going for the Hornets offense. Gordon is going to have to put up a prayer, blocked by Kane Norton. Donaldson comes away with the rebound, and look at that outlet pass for Armstrong. A little bit too strong. Armstrong has to slow it down. Donaldson, hesitation, kicks to the corner for Kane Norton. Floats it up, no good. Battle for the rebound, tie up. Possession arrow favors the 56ers as Jasmine Parent checks back in. And Alicia McNeil is going to check in here for the Hornets. That's Pat Havard doing a lot of talking to the officials. Kane Norton. Kane Norton. Are those the Jordan 1 shattered backboards? That's some crazy shoe game. And she is fouled and will head to the line to shoot two. Hey, Josh, can I get a close-up of her shoes? A close-up of her shoes, please, when you get a second. Yeah, those are Jordan 1s, which aren't the best basketball shoe, but the shattered backboard, those are sick. Thank you. Good job, cameraman Josh, bringing you that heat on the feet of Courtney Kane Norton as she makes both free throws and restores the 56ers lead, 38-37. We're going to get another foul here against the 56ers. Parent turns it over as Armstrong comes away with the steal. Now Armstrong dishes for Cameron, up and in with the left. And back and forth we go. That's got to be the 6th lead change of this second half already. Gordon, triple, short. Rebounded by Ishiemi. Donaldson attacking. Poked from behind by McNeil, and Frazier comes away with the steal. McNeil Finds Piercy. Armstrong might have gotten a piece, but Aaliyah Frazier will head to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Exciting stuff here. Courtney Donaldson picks up her second, and she's going to take a quick rest. Aaliyah Frazier, 5'10" guard out of New Glasgow, Nova Scotia. Played her high school ball at North Nova Education Center, where 56ers head coach Pat Havard is now the head coach at North Nova High. Frazier hits the first. Played this past season with the St. Mary's Huskies, averaging just over 4 points and 2 rebounds per game for the AUS champs, who finished 5th place at the U Sports Nationals in Edmonton, Alberta. Armstrong dishes it for Fuller. Shot clock's down to 8. Armstrong got to get something going. Fuller. Shot clock's at 3. Fuller flips it up. Draws iron, but can't get it to fall. And here comes Frazier on the long outlet. Some people in the crowd wanted to travel. McNeil's three is no good. Rebound snatched away by Emma Cameron. Here comes Kane Norden up the left wing. Ishiemi on the drive. Up and in with the left. Tough finish. And the 56ers lead is up to 3. Largest lead of the second half for either team, as we've been back and forth all quarter. And we're tied up once again. Aaliyah Frazier hits the triple, tying us at 42 apiece with 3:34 remaining in the third quarter. Once again, the MWBA would like to thank founding partner Royale, a proud supporter of the MWBA and proudly Atlantic Canadian. And Support for Sport is proud to be a team partner of the Halifax Hornets. Since 2006, Support for Sport has raised over $50 million to help Nova Scotians get in the game. For more information, please visit supportforsport.ca. So we'll take a look at some replays here from an exciting third quarter. This was Lauren Armstrong leading the break and dropping it off to Emma Cameron for 2. And there's Armstrong with a nice defensive play, but picks up the foul. Led to Aaliyah Frazier free throws. Ishiemi on the drive. Lizzie Ishiemi is very tough because she can drive left, drive right, finish on either side with equal ability, as Aaliyah Frazier answers with a 3. And that's where we are here, all tied up 42-42 with 3:34 remaining in the third quarter. Packed house here, 400 plus fans at the Mount St. Vincent Athletic Facility, Derek McDermott Court. 56ers, this is Andrea Wright. Finds a cutting Ishiemi. Can't finish. Good stand-up D by Brown. Risky, as she already has 3 personals. And Aaliyah Frazier called for the travel there. So backcourt turnover will give the ball back to the 56ers with 14 on the shot clock. Fuller gets it in for Ishiemi. She'll drive. And again, drives middle, finishes with the right-handed scoop. Ishiemi restores the 56ers lead, 44-42. Bianchini looking for Brown on the pick and roll. Those former teammates haven't really gotten their chemistry going today. Ishiemi kicks to Fuller, left wing 3, no. Rebound stolen away by Bianchini. Nearly turns it over, but Frazier comes away with it. Piercy for 3, knocks it down. Amanda Piercy all the way from Torbay, Newfoundland, restores the Hornets lead 45-44. Ishiemi defended by Frazier. Cameron in trouble, turns it over. It's a bit of a dangerous pass for Ishiemi, leading Cameron into no man's land on that baseline, surrounded by defenders. Sarah Gordon's going to check back in for the Hornets, holding on to a 1-point lead with 2:20 remaining. Coach Augie Jones calling out plays. Bianchini on the blow by, up and in with the right hand. Strong finish there for Bianchini, and the Hornets with their largest lead of the day, up 3 in a 1-2-2 zone defense here. Now dropping into a 2-3. Ishiemi finds some space. Second chance, third chance. Right. Can't get it to go with the left. Rebound corralled by Hannah Brown. Right. Trying to draw the offensive foul. Brown gets it back, flips it up, no. Wow, look at the hustle by Andrea Wright. All over the court. Making hustle plays. Going after the offensive rebound. Going after the steal, hit the deck. Back to contest the shot. As Jasmine Parent and Kendra McKinnon will check back in here for the Hornets. With just over 1:30 remaining in the third quarter. Gordon puts up the 2. Foot on the line, but a tough shot there by Sarah Gordon. She's got 6 points for the Hornets. Ishiemi, driving kick for Armstrong. Fuller straightaway 3, no. Ishiemi fouled on the second chance, and she'll head to the line to shoot 2. And that's going to be the 4th personal foul on Tony Bianchini. So she's in some serious foul trouble. As Alicia McNeil will check back in for the Hornets. As will Eva Widmeyer. Lizzie Ishiemi on the free throw line to shoot 2 here. Having a tremendous game for the 56ers. Really is such a tough player to defend. Donaldson back in the game as well. And as I mentioned in the first half, that 1-2 punch of Lizzie Ishiemi and Courtney Donaldson, it doesn't matter the other 3 players on the court. All these players are great players with strengths, but you can put out, what I'm saying is with Ishiemi and Donaldson, you don't need a true big, you don't need a true point guard, you don't need true shooters. Any 3 players, any combination of talents you can put out there with them and have a good competitive team. And this is why, look at that. Donaldson with the steal. Looking to lead Ishiemi on the fast break pass, but too much. Donaldson has done that a couple times here. She's really trying to push the pace. And a couple times that hasn't worked out as the 56ers turn it over. And good defensive pressure in the backcourt there by Abby Cameron, who just checked into the game, forcing the turnover. The 56ers not sure who's going to inbound here. It'll be Donaldson. They get it in for Wright. Donaldson gets it back. 40 seconds remaining in the quarter. Ishiemi on the Iverson catch. Settles into a 3 and knocks it down. Lizzie Ishiemi with a huge quarter, and the lead is back down to 1. Gordon over now for Widmeyer. Parent with deep post position, up and in over front rim. Jasmine Parent continues to lead the way for the Hornets. The veteran pushing the lead back up to 3. Shot clock is off here. Last shot of the quarter. Donaldson loves these moments. Puts up the 3. Off. So the Hornets outscored the 56ers 21-17 in that quarter to take a 51-48 lead into the 4th. As we take a look at some action here. That was a foul that put Aaliyah Frazier on the line to shoot 2. Here is Kane Norden in the Jordan 1s, dishing to Lizzie Ishiemi for the lefty lay-in. Now Frazier had a nice quarter herself, knocking down that three. There's Frazier pushing the pace up the court. Finds Amanda Piercy for a three. And you're seeing here the Hornets really found something offensively in the drive and kick game. Tony Bianchini with a tough finish. These are all Hornets highlights, but they had a good quarter, putting up 21 points. Highest scoring quarter of the game for either team. Here's some 56ers Hornets. Lizzie Ishiemi doing work down low, fouled. Courtney Donaldson finds Ishiemi on the Iverson cut, and she puts down the three. And finally, Jasmine Parent, as we discussed in her halftime interview, getting that deep post position, able to turn and fire. We'll thank sponsors in just a second. You look here at the score sheet. Wow, Lizzie Ishiemi had a huge quarter. Looks like she's up to 20 points to lead all scorers for Lizzie Ishiemi. Had 13 yesterday. So Ishiemi with 20. Courtney Donaldson with 16, or 15. No, 16. So 36 of the 56ers' 48 points scored by the big two of Ishiemi and Donaldson. Meanwhile, for the Hornets, Jasmine Parent leading the way with 12. Aaliyah Frazier with 8, including 5 in that third quarter. And there's Eva Widmeyer with the drive. She's got 3 points. And largest lead of the day for the Hornets. They're up 5, and Widmeyer forces a turnover in the backcourt. Hornets starting to taste some blood in the water as they've opened up a 5-point lead. A reminder, the 56ers led this game 15-0. So the Hornets had a big deficit to erase to get to this point. McKinnon triple off Wright, rebounded by Wright. And here comes Donaldson, always pushing. Abby Mercer for 3, short, rebounded by Wright. Lots of contact, but it will remain a 56ers ball on the baseline inbound with 13 on the shot clock. Donaldson to trigger the baseline inbound. Gets it in for Wright. Back for Donaldson. Working down low, blocked by Gordon. Donaldson caught a shot to the face for the second straight game. She is down behind the play, slow to get up. And we're going to get a foul. So this is starting to get chippy. Second straight game here that Courtney Donaldson has caught a hard shot to the face. And I'm going to say second time in a row that hard shot to the face was not called a foul. Courtney Donaldson and Pat Havard have a justifiable complaint here. And Donaldson is tough. She's going to stay in the game. She tried to stay in yesterday's game as well, but was bleeding after catching an elbow from Justine Coley-Legier, which was not called a foul. McKinnon corner 3. Oh, I just love the way her shot goes up. High archer. But Ishiemi knifing into the traffic and fouled. And that'll put her on the line to shoot 2. 56ers coach Pat Havard continues to work the officials. He's pretty animated here today. And Ishiemi with a game-high 20 points back on the free throw line. Back to shoes. Is she wearing 2 different shoes here? Can you cut to that tight angle for half a second? Oh, they're getting blocked. I'm trying to see those kicks. There you go. Great job, camera operator Josh. Lizzie Beals with the mismatch kicks. I don't know what they are, but Kicks Watch 2024 in the MWBA is alive and strong. Big defensive play there by Abby Cameron. The 56ers have two young players named Abby who both just finished their first year with the St. FX women. Abby Mercer and Abby Cameron both are on the court right now and both making plays in the opening minutes of this fourth quarter. We talked to Mercer at half about what an opportunity this is for her. And there's Cameron. That three just rims out. Rebounded by Hannah Brown. Amanda Piercy brings it across half. Brown sets the screen. Piercy. We're going to get a foul on the drive against Abby Cameron. As Leah Martin's going to check in, replacing Andrea Wright. Piercy gets it back on the inbound, misses the baseline jumper. Ishiemi. That is the correct call. Ishiemi has that footwork, but can you clip that, Dylan? Not right now, not this second, but clip it. We're going to take another look. There is a legal move there, but I think Lizzie dragged that left foot on that last one. You can step through after a jump stop, but I think she dragged the second foot. As Frazier fakes the handoff. Kicks to the top of the key for Hannah Brown. Brown, contested three, no good. Frazier skying in, unable to secure the rebound. 56ers have numbers as Frazier is trailing the play. Ishiemi, pull up, no. The fast pace continues. Here is Piercy. Outlet for Gordon on the left wing. Now Brown battling with Martin, former Hornets teammates, and Martin with the defensive stand on that one. Look at the drive by Donaldson, just unable to get it to go, but good hustle from Martin to secure her team a second chance opportunity. Donaldson gets it back on the right wing. Shot clock down to 5. Donaldson attacks into traffic, fouled. Courtney Donaldson is just fearless. So good at finding small spaces, puts her head down and just attacks that space. Yeah, okay, what are we going to look at here? So yes. I might need to see it one more time. We'll come back to it later as Courtney Donaldson on the free throw line hits the first. An excellent free throw shooter, shot 83% from the line this season. So look here, jump stop, fast move. We gave you 4 looks at it. You be the judge at home. Tweet me at Alan April Smew. Was that a travel by Lizzie Ishiemi? She certainly did not think so. As Donaldson splits a pair of free throws, now we get a timeout. Here, I'm going to do ad reads. The MWBA would once again like to thank founding partners Royale. Royale is a proud supporter of the MWBA and proudly Atlantic Canadian. And as a proud founding partner of the MWBA, MWBA is excited about the potential impact this league will have on our local courts and in our communities. We're cheering for your success. Also, Atlantic Lottery's Pro Line is thrilled to partner with the MWBA for what is sure to be an incredible season. Pro Line Stadium, the only 100% legal sports betting destination in Atlantic Canada. Very proud to support this incredible league and its athletes right here at home. All right, let's take a look at some replays here. It's been an exciting game. 53-51 is our score. Hornets in front. They erased a 15-point deficit. Here's some fourth quarter highlights. Actually, that was the end of the third quarter. Parent with deep post position. Eva Widmeyer around the Hannah Brown. That was actually Kendra McKinnon on the screen, but Widmeyer gets her first 2 of the day to drop. 3 ball for, I believe that was Mercer. And here, Donaldson gets to the line to shoot 2. Actually, that was when she caught a shot to the face. Anyway, we're back to live action here as Courtney Donaldson to trigger the baseline inbound. Finds Kate Norden, and she'll be heading to the free throw line once again. Courtney Kane Norden, 5'9" forward out of Halifax and Citadel High School. Played the 2020 season at Holland College, where she averaged better than 11 points and 6 rebounds per game for the Hurricanes. Played 3 seasons with the St. Mary's Huskies prior to Holland College, where she averaged about 4 points a game in 46 appearances. I think she won at least one AUS championship with SMU. We got a lot of SMU talent past and present here. Here's all the St. Mary's products. Aaliyah Frazier for the Hornets. Caitlin Power and Julia Black, both not playing today for the Hornets, but both on the roster. Kendra McKinnon also playing for the Hornets, former Husky. As Hannah Brown puts up a 3, no. Rebounded by Abby Cameron. Donaldson finds Kane Norden. Back for Martin, wide open, wanted to pass. Puts up the shot, rims out. Martin wasn't expecting to be so open on that catch, clearly. Now Bianchini. Feeds Brown on the seal. No good. Nice attempt, just couldn't get the roll. Long outlet for Kane Norden. Fakes her defender into the air and puts in the right-handed layup for 2. And that puts the 56ers back on top, 55-53. Just under 6 minutes remaining in regulation. This is Vanessa Vaughn. Top of the key, it's Bianchini. Lost it. Donaldson comes away with the steal. Donaldson outlets for Kane Norden, gets it back. Donaldson, drop cross, blocked by Brown. Courtney Donaldson continues to attack the rim relentlessly, not getting a whole lot of calls here today. Triple by Piercy from Torbay. McKinnon for 3. Sorry, that was Brown. And it rims out. 2 open 3-pointers for the Hornets, neither drops, and the 56ers with a chance to add on to their lead. And they do. Abby Cameron off the bench to hit the 3 all the way from Glace Bay. 5-point lead here for the 56ers. Widmeyer to respond, no. Rebounded by Mercer. Donaldson. Spinning away from the defender. Heavily contested. Once again, Donaldson hits the floor hard. Donaldson taking a lot of punishment in this game. Piercy drives baseline. And Eva Widmeyer knocks down the triple. Cuts it to a 2-point ball game. We're going down to the finish here at Mount St. Vincent. 58-56, 4 minutes remaining in regulation. Kane Norden catch and shoot, no. Gets her own rebound and is fouled and will head to the line to shoot a pair. Courtney Kane Norden having a strong second half here. Kane Norden now up to 8 points, 6 of those coming in the second half. Not only are those shattered, I think those are the reverse shattered backboards or whatever they call them. Typically the swoosh is black on those Jordan 1s. Well, we're looking at replays right now anyway. This is how Kane Norden ended up on the line. Second free throw here. She goes 1 of 2, but a huge offensive rebound. Abby Mercer, shout out to the Abbies, Cameron and Mercer. Huge fourth quarter minutes here for the young duo out of St. FX. Ishiemi, Cameron triple, no. Rebound batted around, Kane Norden has it, tied up, and it's gonna be Hornets ball heading the other way. They can tie it up with a 3. Alicia McNeil checks back in for the Hornets. Piercy around the parent screen. Kicks it out for Maharaj. Traveled. Big opportunity here for the 56ers to add on to their lead. Worth mentioning, the 56ers had a 3-point lead. They were up 70-67 with the ball with a minute remaining in yesterday's game against the Halifax Thunder. And the Thunder went on a 5-0 run over the last minute. A layup by Sammy Russell and 3 free throws from Justine Collier-Legier to win that game and spoil the 56ers home opener. So today they'll be looking to finish strong. A similar position, up 3 late. And Courtney Kane Norden back on the line to shoot 2. Eva Widmeyer loudly questioning official Brian States. Alicia McNeil just fouled out. So Alicia McNeil fouls out of the game for the Mystics. And Sarah Gordon will check back in. McNeil fouls out with 7 points. Kane Norden back on the free throw line where she's been a lot in this second half particularly. She's now 4 for 7. Make that 5 for 8 from the free throw line. 7 points for Kane Norden. Or wait, no. 9 points for Kane Norden, with 7 of those coming in the second half as Courtney Donaldson checks back in. Here is Piercy. Now Parent fouled on the left-hand drive, and she'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Abby Cameron charged with the foul. Let's get another look there. Yeah, Cameron still moving. It's a tough one because Perrin had already released a shot and she just gotten out of the way. That ball wasn't going in, but experienced players like Perrin, like I said, she's so poised on the block and gets to the line at will where she hits 1 of 2 to cut it back down to a 3-point lead. So the 56ers holding on to this 3-point lead. Cameron on the drive. Leaves it for Ishiemi. Kane Norden back for Ishiemi. Triple, no. Parent with the good box out, and it will be Hornets ball. Hornets can cut into the lead here. 2:39 remaining in regulation. Cameron and Donaldson are going to bring a little bit of full court pressure. Widmeyer gets it across half. Now Gordon. Cross court for Piercy. Around the parent screen. Gordon fakes, drives, takes, and is fouled. Pat Havard's going to call a timeout. He's calling a timeout. That'll put Sarah Gordon on the free throw line to shoot 2. Seeing, we did get a tweet here earlier from my friend Adam Denny saying, watching the game, cheering for the 56ers. Courtney Donaldson is my friend. She's a great player, but an even better person. Awesome shout out there from Adam Denny, a big supporter of SMU Huskies athletics. And an overall great guy is Adam Denny. I'll read out something here. Or no, you're playing replays, sorry. I zoned out for a second. Replays, Parent fouled. Piercy really poised in the pick and roll. Sarah Gordon attacks the closeout and is fouled. I know when I talk to the 56ers coaching staff after this game, they're going to have some things to say about the officiating. Take a quick look at the foul situation. All good, thank you. As mentioned, Alicia McNeil fouled out. Tony Bianchini has 4 as well for the Hornets. Several other players with 3, but no other players in serious foul trouble. As Sarah Gordon on the free throw line to shoot 2. Gordon, 5'11" forward out of Halifax and the best high school ever, Queen Elizabeth High. Played 5 years with the Lakehead Thunderwolves from 2006 to 2011, averaging better than 6 points and 4 rebounds per game. Played last season with the Hornets as well, averaging just under 5 points. And Gordon hits both, and we got ourselves a 1-point ball game. Donaldson swings to Abby Cameron in the wing. Cameron sticking on for these big minutes after not playing a whole lot yesterday or in the first half today. Donaldson, snatch back jumper, count it. Courtney Donaldson, big in the clutch, extending the 56ers lead to 3 with under 2 minutes remaining. Gordon working on the right wing, feeds Brown on the block, back up top for Gordon. Brown leaves it. Hannah Brown's 3, no, battle for the rebound. And it's going to be 56ers ball heading the other way. Good box out there by Kane Norton. Gotta say, the 56ers bench coming up big down the stretch. Abby Cameron, Abby Mercer, and Courtney Kane Norton all coming off the bench to provide huge minutes in this fourth quarter. Donaldson drops it for Kane Norton. No good, gets her own rebound. Martin, jumper, knocks it down. Big shot there by Leah Martin. Extends the lead to 5, and Martin embraced by her teammates as she runs to the sideline, and the Hornets take timeout. So you see the 56ers now minutes away from their first win in the MWBA. I mean, technically they're the Windsor Edge franchise, and even then it would be the first win since 2022 for the franchise. So we take a look here at some highlights. It's back to Gordon getting fouled. I want to see the last couple plays for the 56ers. Look at this. Donaldson, so tough to guard. Yeah, little snatch back dribble, has the big Hannah Brown on her and creates some separation, knocks down the jumper. (64-59) our score. Great to see some fans in attendance here. A lot of fans, a lot of familiar faces. Once again, the MWBA would like to thank founding partner Royale, the proud supporter of the MWBA and proudly Atlantic Canadian. I think I did all my necessary ad reads. I might have gone above and beyond, so no more. 1:21 remaining. The 56ers are up 5. I mentioned it before, the 56ers were up 3 with the ball with just over a minute remaining yesterday, and were outscored 5-0 in the final minute to lose their opening game of the season to the Thunder. Let's see if they can hold on today. Piercy around the Widmeyer screen. Widmeyer. Shot clock is down to 3. Piercy has to put it up, gets it off, doesn't get it to go. Ishiemi with the rebound, 1 minute remaining. Donaldson with the ball and a 5-point lead. Looks off the Martin screen. Now will take the Martin screen. Donaldson double comes. Ishiemi gets to the right hand and is fouled, and will head to the line to shoot 2. When the going gets tough, the tough get going, and Courtney Donaldson and Elizabeth Ishiemi are as tough as it gets. You look here, both of them know that they will carry the 56ers to victory today and all season as Ishiemi hits the free throw. She's having a huge game, 23 or 24 points, according to my unofficial calculations here. She had 20 after 3 quarters. She's got 4 or 5 now in this fourth quarter. So a 6-point game, and the deflection will give the 56ers another possession. And Pat Havard's going to call a timeout and talk things over. So yeah, I'm seeing here Elizabeth Ishiemi with 23. Courtney Donaldson up to 19. Courtney Kane Norden, 6 points in this fourth quarter, 8 in the second half, 10 on the night. Meanwhile, for the Hornets, Jasmine Parent is leading the way with 14. Sarah Gordon chipping in 8. And Eva Widmeyer was 6. Actually, Alicia McNeil was 7. Eva Widmeyer was 6. So yeah. Said Ishiemi with 23. And Courtney Donaldson with 19 or 18. I just looked, I didn't write it down, but as of now, Elizabeth Ishiemi will be our player of the game for the 56ers with 23 points. And making some clutch free throws here in the fourth quarter. It is 56ers ball, baseline inbound, 47.4 seconds remaining on the clock. The lob for Ishiemi, and she is fouled. A big time play there. Let's take another look. Clearly a set play. Ishiemi comes off that screen, and yeah, that's a set play all the way. Donaldson lobs it up. Gordon undercuts her, and Ishiemi back on the free throw line where she's now 4 of 5 in this fourth quarter from the charity stripe. 24 points to lead all scorers.
Deny as far as you can.
Still 24. Parent gets the rebound. 7-point ball game, 40 seconds to go. Hornets need a quick one. A 3-ball helps. Brown sets a punishing screen, no call. Gordon for 3, no. Rebound, tied up. Brown tears it away. No good. And Ishiemi is fouled. And she'll be back on the free throw line to shoot her 7th and 8th free throws of this fourth quarter. I do want to mention the upcoming MWBA schedule. First of all, this isn't the only game going on right now. The Fredericton Freeze at the Miramichi Hurricanes. You can catch that live on the MWBA YouTube channel. Don't know the score. On Friday, the Hornets will be back in action as they take to St. Mary's University for the Halifax Thunder home opener. Thunder looking to improve to 2-0 on the season. 24-1 right now overall. As Gordon with an aggressive box out there on the shooter Ishiemi. And Gordon pushed Ishiemi again. And we are getting chippy now. Gordon and Ishiemi back and forth. And Donaldson in the face of Gordon right now. Look, you don't love to see this, but I'm telling you, these girls are competitive. They are going to play to the end of this game, and they're going to play it with intensity. All these girls are extremely competitive. Ishiemi and Gordon really should be separated at this point. They continue to go at it. Bianchini with the 3, knocks it down, cuts it to a 5-point game with under 20 seconds remaining. Donaldson escapes the pressure. The Hornets are not going to foul. And Donaldson is going to dribble out the clock here. And the Lake City 56ers with their first win under their new rebranding, 67-62. Big time win for the 56ers as they improve to 1-1 on the season. The Hornets drop to 0-1. Stick around, we're going to be joined shortly with an interview, a couple interviews perhaps, definitely with our player of the game, Elizabeth Ishiemi. An exciting matchup, went all the way down to the wire. And it is the 56ers who learned from yesterday's mistakes in crunch time and finish it off with a 67-62 victory. Excuse me. The Hornets, as mentioned, will be back in action on Friday, May 10th, as they visit the Halifax Thunder. And then they actually head to Moncton on Saturday. Next home game for the Hornets is Saturday, May 25th, as they'll host the Fredericton Freeze at 7 p.m. right here at Mount St. Vincent. Meanwhile, the 56ers, next game is at home next Saturday, May 11th, as they host the Miramichi Hurricanes, the league's newest team. That game will be played at 2 p.m. at Cole Harbour High School. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab my interview guest. Welcome back. The Lake City 56ers with their first win of the season, joined now by forward Courtney Kane-Norden. Courtney, good to see you. Reunited again. Been a couple years since the SMU days.
Been some time, yeah.
Yeah, you're now a mother of two, but
yes.
We'll talk about that. But you had a tremendous second half, 8 of your 10 points in that second half, coming off the bench to make a big impact. Talk to me about this opening weekend of the MWBA and what the key was to today's win.
After the first game, I had to knock off a lot of rust after being gone for so many years. Today I just had to lock in and put more effort into the rebounds and defensively. I think that was the key to the points.
Absolutely, and this was a game where you guys opened up an early 15-0 lead.
Yeah.
The Hornets came back and took the lead back and forth. You dealt with the adversity well and showed some intensity all the way down to the end. I know these are your new teammates. You just kind of met them, maybe 2 practices coming into this weekend, the first 2 games. But how are you feeling about the team, and how are you guys gelling together in the early going?
Yeah, we're all kind of just working off, trying to figure out how to play with one another. But I think that all the girls working together, it's meshing really well. We have some plays that we're working to get to know, but other than that, just we have a good chemistry in practice, and so I think that's the key to us winning today.
Absolutely. Looking at the roster, and it's one of the unique things about this league, you have players who are just finishing up all Canadian seasons like Lizzie and Courtney.
Yep.
You have younger players just starting their university basketball career. And then you have some players like yourself who, have been away from the game for a couple of years, now a mother of 2.
Yeah.
Tell me how important this league is and the opportunity to get competitive basketball back in your life again, what that means to you.
For me, it means a lot. It's a good way for me to stay active, as well as being able to play and not have school, because I have my 2 kids that I have to take care of as well. So yeah, the league, it's very important for me, and then just meshing all of like the older players with the younger players. It's good competition. I like it.
Got to be cool to have your kids out here and watch you play at this level as well.
Yeah, it is. They've been watching some YouTube the whole game, but yeah, it's nice to see them when I'm like on the bench or it's a timeout. It's nice to see their faces.
They'll appreciate it soon, especially with Mom going off for 8 points in the fourth quarter and helping lead the team to the win.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Courtney.
Thank you.
Tremendous job, tremendous game today, and
Thank
looking
you.
forward to watching you the rest of this season.
Thank you.
Fantastic. We'll be right back with another interview. Stay tuned.